Hello, good evening, and welcome to the stream. How the devil are you? Yes, we are here. The loading screen, as it happens. I'm trying to decide which tune to take with us. Which tune should we use? I'm also doing the social mediaing. Right, so that's Discord. Spa2112, welcome to the stream. How the devil are you? Are you okay? How is the audio? Is it working? Actually, I can check myself, but it gets weird. Actually, I can check myself, but it gets weird. That's working. Fine here. Very good. And the picture is there. And book face. Let's do some book face. Yes. Post in the Wise Guy FSB. Welcome to the stream. How the devil are you? Now, we could take it easy and just take the keeper out for a bit of a spin for the Hodor. Netamal, welcome to the stream. Right, I should have twitted as well. Let me just check the Twitter. Did it auto-twit? It twitted. Right, brilliant. That's all the social media done. So which one are we going to log in? We can log in the Adv, or we could log in the keeper. We haven't played properly for a little while, but, you know. There's she seems very keen. There's every possibility that we could, in fact. Wise Guy with the backwards colours too, yes. Keeper might be a bit more relaxing for you. This is true. Oh, we should jump to the live screen. Yes, we should. Yeah, Keeper is low stress for this sort of thing. Yes, it is. Might try and squeeze in a Dio. Yes, we got a surprise Dio this week. As you can see, the Arbiter's Herald is up, and if you go to the Arbiter, which I'll do just now, while I think about it. Put myself on HodorRaid. There we go. ICC. Where frame rates don't go to die so much with DG Voodoo, but yeah. Still like 50, 60 yard, yeah. There we go, yay! We're in. Yeah, so if you go to the holodeck now, it's been a null week, and it should have come back as the alien week. But we just run along here. There you go. Dust Brigade. Sign me up. So it's an extra Dio week we were not expecting, which is kind of very cool. I must have the Shadowlands map. Yep, there we go. Savik, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Yes, I'm on the big, strong tune for now. I picked up Dio as well. Loch Ness, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. To see you, nice. Oh God, I'm turning into Bruce Forth's Scythe. Enzleric has spotted me. Yes, we has. It's been a little while since we've taken the Keeper out for a bit of a spin, I think. Over a week. Casting Wraith. Takes an inordinate amount of time for what you actually get, though. How is the stream? Not too dark, not too bright. Looks okay as it's coming back in to me, so that's all good. Speaking of keepers, I felt really bad. I was at Zal last night, my keeper got mind controlled twice and I ended up killing the same player twice. Oh dear. Well, you know, these things happen. It wasn't within your control, was it? Yeah. I mean, that player may not realise that it was, you know, accidental. But, you know. While we're here, we'll look at the empty space where the creepy spider should be. I bet you pressed all your perks, didn't you? Well, you probably, if his keeper's set up. For 217 MA, my decked out keeper was on him. Oh dear. Did you just run off randomly and hit people? Yeah, you're probably running all the buffs as well. Doing. All the calmed mobs on the approach. Kind of cool. Noah, welcome to the stream. He has a winged brain slug. It's like its final form. or something. Yeah, that's pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah. We like that kind. Yes, we do. The Ascended Slug, yeah. You're in demand, Savik, for doing the NCU. Duncan, welcome to the stream. What the hell? Oh, it's a cat paw. Welcome to the stream. Vin's lyric, cat paw. Yes. It's a thing. Yes. Is best paw. No, dog paw. Dog paw to wake you up. Because he needs to tell you that he loves you. Cat paw is, feed me now, human. Slave, awake, feed me now. How is the stream? Is it okay? Is it a little dark, a little bright? What do we think? I redid my desk first thing this morning. I moved my mixer off from the side where it normally is and got it right next to me so I can go over and I can twiddle with the knobs on it at any moment I want without having to lunge across to do it, which is a lot easier for me. I mean, it's not going to change a damn thing for you guys, but honestly, it's a lot better for me. It's okay, and my cat are well educated. Well, they usually are, you see, they're the aristocracy, don't you know? Cats are the aristocracy. Yeah, it's freed up a bit more, tiny bit more space in the room, I suppose. Made it a little better. For me, ergonomically speaking. You like my aristocracy voice? The received pronunciation voice, yes. I'm going to go and run a bath. Gamel 11111. Welcome to the stream. Apparently I'm doing my aristocracy voice. Zenith Nader 213. Hi everyone, welcome to the stream. You mean to tell your servant to run the bath? Yes. We don't use the word servant, we simply call them the help. The middle classes call them servants, we simply, you know. I call them usually by their surname. Surname only. Oh, Gamel. No sound on. I gave you the aristocratic greeting. I said, Gamil 11111 has joined the stream. Welcome. Gamel 11111 has subscribed for tier 1. They've subscribed for 9 months. Ooh, thank you very much for the resub. Much appreciated. Yeah, so you don't refer to them as a servant. You simply say, no, the help would run the bath. I simply change myself into my bathrobe and slippers and walk to the bathroom, by which time the help has already run the bath. Yeah, I don't think that's an accent I could do full time. One does not run one's bath. No, Michael Bublé. Michael Bublé. Some Frenchman from Canada. One of the colonies over there. Yes, yes, you've probably heard of him around, you know, the festive sort of Christian, Christmas, Christendom, sort of time. He's always advertising his records, apparently. Apparently he runs a Buble bath. Do I not normally sound quite so English? I went to a school where you were encouraged to speak in this manner. And nobody thought anything of it. Everybody thought, oh, just, you know, just how you jolly well speak. Speak English and received pronunciation. You know, we follow the example of the highest family, the royal family, of course. It must sound pretty weird to sort of Americans and other people. To me, it just sounds like some Welsh guy trying to do a posh accent. That's what it sounds like. So yeah, we've got about 10 imperial minutes before before the raid will commence. And the first commencement will be an instanced Pande, or Pandemonium, you know, the biblical plane of hell, and the immediate sort of second one would be, of course, what's referred to as real Pandemonium, but obviously quite clearly wouldn't be. I say, Amusionist has resubscribed with Prime for 4 months in a row. Well, thank you very much for the resubscription. And Hector AO has also subscribed. Thank you very much. He's subscribed for 3 months, currently on a 1-month streak. Zenithar 213. Michael Caine isn't posh. No, Michael Caine is a sort of Londoner. But whenever people try to do Michael Caine's voice, they always get it wrong. They always add too much accent to Michael Caine. Michael Caine is someone who has a Cockney accent, but has tried his best to water it down so that he doesn't sound quite so common, but clearly is. And that's how you do Michael Caine. You start off with eagle blimey and then water it down until you sound like a Cockney who's trying to sound a little more upmarket. And that's when you sound like Michael Caine. No, I was subcontracted to do the work for Michael Bublé's band when they did the Echo Arena a few years ago, so I would have fainted breathing the same air. Do they smell quite badly? I don't understand. Yeah, you got to spell supposed SAPOSED. And then add an A to the bloody. And then in off, swap the first F for an R and read it out loud phonetically, and then it would sound right. You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off. Yeah, most of the London accent is replacing O's with A's. And it is, and bears no resemblance whatsoever to that travesty that Dick Van Dyke used in the Mary Poppins thing. Movie film? One of the talkies, I believe they're doing now. Daylight's redeemed hydrate for 100. Note to self, don't attempt to gargle hot tea. Maybe the Londoners... so 7.5 million people are doing their accent wrong. Dick Van Dyke is doing it correctly. Oh my god, I've got a hype train. Level 1. Sub, gift, or use bits to get the next level. I don't think I've had a hype train before. Have I had a hype train? I don't know. Yes, and good news, everybody. Yes, the powers that be have let me know that next Saturday, so a week yesterday, 6 days' time, in fact, the aliens will be breaking through our defence grid and invading Rubica once again. Actually, I think the population of Greater London is now somewhere around 9 million. Yes. Yes, I got a massage. Would you like me to share the massage? I mean, what do you Americans say? Message? Use the French, don't you? Gamel has used 100 bits. Vohayo 100. Thank you very much for the bits. I don't know, can you guys see a thing at the top of the screen whizzing along with level 1 complete? Hype. Yes. Yes, definitely. Definitely. Hype. Yes, I received this massage from yesterday, actually. There you go. There is all the hype one should require. Yes, there it is. You can see it there. Attention, citizens, our defence grid is weakening. It may only last till next week. Prepare for alien attacks in a week's time. Now, this message was received on Saturday. It was after the stream on Saturday, in fact. I'll wait till the callers is a little fuller, I think. Yeah, I think the entire hype train premise is that people see themselves having an effect on the actual stream and therefore are more inclined to interact and so on and so forth, you see. I think he meant to say, attention plebeians, don't you know, good fellow. Yeah, some of the the representation of British accents in Hollywood is sorely lacking. I mean, the best, if you want to get the typical London, East London accent in film, you should watch, oh my god! Kaboom! Soto Mahoney just gifted 5 subscriptions to the chat. Congratulations! Oh my god, there's so many of you. See if I can now try and catch all these. Soto Mahoney gifted a tier 1 sub to Loch Ness. Soto Mahoney gifted a tier 1 sub to Nikito. Wise Guy FSB. Dreadbane 1. Red Redder. Dear God almighty. Hype train level. We're on level 3. Good gravy. Yes, Snatch and Lock, Stock and 2 Smoking Barrels is the accurate representation of the Cockney accent. However, it's not the worst British accent on film ever made. No, in fact, that honour goes to another actor who said his father was in the Yonder Castle. I can't remember. I cannot even remember the name of the said movie. It's one of those ones they make in colour, and yes. It was the ones that have the sound. So talkies, I believe they're called. Yes, it was one of those, but also in techno colour, apparently. I've heard of techno. Apparently, it's quite a lot of people quite like it. Sounds like roadworks, with flashing lights. I suppose, you know, it amuses the masses, I suppose. So, Tim Mahoney, welcome to the stream, and thank you very much for the gifted subs. Bathroom noise is not here. I think you have a house invader, Gamel. 11111. Daylights cheered 100. Thank you very much for the cheer. It sounds like robots having a seizure while having relations with each other. Yes, if we're talking about techno colour, yes. Yeah, I can't remember. It wasn't Dick Van Dyke. It's I think it was Tony Curtis. Yeah. The castle of my fadder is over yonder. Oh god, it's bad. I can't think of it, the name of it. We'll do that when we get a break. As soon as we get a break, we'll be okay. Current callers. Ah, there we go. It's filled out a little. It's filled out a little. We'll be fine. We'll just grab that now and create the macro. And we shall have the macro there. Very good. Target is not in a fight. Target is not in line of sight either. I could not, in fact, attack it. I figured you would use the Advi in Hodor tonight. Well, I was 50-50 on bringing the Advi. But with Hodor, you're allowed to roll with an alt, or for an alt, as long as you're capable of bringing the alt there. And yes, I can blitz my way through Pandemonium rather easily, but I serve the raid itself a little better on the Keeper, and also it's kind of chill for me to play. I'm not paranoid about being killed every 5 seconds. What? Omni-Spy, you say? Oh, the official Omni-Spy, yes. Soto Mahoney. The official Omni-Spy has arrived. Yes, he has. Sorry, I was preoccupied with maintaining the received pronunciation, and then he distracted me by donating subscriptions to everyone. And thank you very much again for that. Yes. Jolly good show. You received a level 2 hype train emote. Apparently it's doggo. Did anyone else get one? Emotes are being delivered to the supporters. They're all dogs. I want a cat. If you got an emote, share it in chat so everyone can see. Virgo's Arrow Guide. Well, sure, it's the bowman. The bowman is the guide for the arrow. But, yes, there we go. Increases your bow skill by 25. Daylight's got this really rather surprised looking cat and a Labrador, I believe. I distracted him. That's called tradecraft. I are running rather quickly. Am I a team with Savik? By any chance, have I got Savik's run buff aura? I feel as though I do. We're in different teams today, are we? I don't know, which team am I in? I believe I'm in... Am I in team 2? I'm in team 2. I'm not posh enough to be in yours, yes. Oh, this is the first class team here, and obviously that's the engine. You know, with the sort of the train engine and everything else is, and we're here in first class, and then you have sort of third, and then the sort of I think they sit on the floor in this carriage. I've never been. Apparently they sit on. Oh no! Apparently I'm informed they sit on the letter sacks, the mail sacks. Apparently they sit on. I sit with the coal. Yeah, you and me both in real life, Sav. And poor people. Yes, they sit at the front doing the steerage. Yes. Do you steer a train? I understood that it ran on rails, in fact. I sit outside on the curb. I start my 3 days off tomorrow. Yay! 3 days off tomorrow. 3 days off tomorrow. You looking forward to it, Daylights? "20 days on and 3 days off, 25 days on. Ugh, good God. Oh yeah, I'm going hiking up a mountain. Nice. That's how you do a day off. You don't just slob around the house. Not for this guy. Nope. Hiking up a mountain. That's how you day off. You may be physically tired, but you'll be mentally refreshed doing such things. Yes, jolly good show. Yes. For anybody lurking, no, that's not how I talk all the time. I'm mucking around doing a posh accent because it's amusing the chat. However, it might stop people thinking I'm American. I'm always quite surprised that people think I'm an American. I don't sound anything like one. From any part of America. Full day hike, stay overnight in a cabin at the top. That's how you 3 days off, my friend. That is how you 3 days off. Fresh air, mountain, cabin. You just like no internet, no nothing. Take a book or whatever. Or a couple of friends and beer. Not too much beer. You got to hike down a mountain the next day. You don't want to do that hungover. Most accidents happen on the way down. Oh, God. Get round the wall, numpty. Yes, I've corrected my monitor to run sRGB colour space at a limited brightness, in that actually will be quite good. I'm off Friday, then flying to California for a few days next week, back for 2 days, then off to Mexico for a week. Cool. I am stuck here doing the same old, I'm afraid. Nothing so lavish or exciting here. Like you guys, you make the most of your free time. Mexico in the sun. It's probably colder there than it is in North America at the moment. I would guess. I don't know. Yeah, I would think probably it is. What is the current weather like in Mexico at the moment? Better than work in the summer. I'm guessing yes, it is. Mexico is part of North America. Well, the continent, yes. See, that's the thing with America. It refers to, you know, Brazil as well as much as it refers to Washington. Geographically speaking, but when people think of America, they think of the states, whereas the landmass, it's like a bit more complicated. 30 degrees, so that's like 10 degrees cooler than most of North America at the moment. Like 40 degrees and whatnot, that's crazy temperatures. It was only 26 today. It must have felt like refreshingly cool, whereas here we'd have thought we were melting. It's like it's about 16 to 18 degrees today, and that's t-shirt weather for me. I'm hot in that. They showed some of the fire tornadoes on the news the other day. Oh god, yeah, that's just like unbelievable. I mean, they can just about create one artificially, but when nature does it, it's utterly terrifying. Someone brought out donuts to work today, so I had one. First one in 6 months, now I feel like crap. Your body's gone, what is this? Sugar! And preservatives and God knows what else. You'll probably find you crap all that out first thing tomorrow. If you've not had any junk food for a long time, that's what I find. You know, if I do rice and pasta for carbs and fresh meat for proteins and stuff, I always feel like that. I have some like pork pie or, you know, something like that, or the equivalent of ramen noodles as a treat. Yeah, that does not want to, my body does not want it staying around. Yes, I'm all rested. I'm enjoying this Sunday. I'm not having to cook today. Normally I do. However, not today. Every time I visit the family in Saffron Walden, there is a bakery I must go to every day. Ah. What baked product do you buy, my good man? Soto Mahoney redeemed hydrate for 100 Notum fragments. However, I have no liquid in front of me. Oh, there's a little bit of... I tell a lie, there's a little bit of cold tea in the bottom of this cup, so I'll just have to make do. Jelly-filled donut, hot out of the fryer. Fryer? You mean you cook it in oil, or do you mean an oven? Do they put donuts in... Because I know traditional donuts is dough that are deep fried in oil. I used to work at Krispy Kreme. I lost 15 pounds after I quit. Yeah, not so many snacks then, eh? I can imagine, if you work in a place like that, you're surrounded by, oh, that one's broken, bin it. Nom, 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 nom. Yeah, I binned it. Oh, this one's come out a funny shape. It's pronounced Krispy Kreme. Is it? Well, I should spell it properly then. Famous for the donuts. Yeah, donuts aren't a big thing in the UK, really. They're around. You can buy them at the seaside and a couple of places, but they're not a staple. Not a staple. Yeah, usually come in a bag and they shake sugar over them. And I'm not a fan of sugar or sweet-tasting food, generally. Just never really liked it. Fatty foods, yep, count me in. But not sugary things. My son would probably love it. He's got a very varied palate. He's 15, so he sort of treats the kitchen, the fridge, and everything else as though it's a you know, as far as he's concerned, basically it's a buffet. we come back from a run to the supermarket and the markets and, you know, the farmer's shop and what have you. And put everything away, and he's hovering around the bags and picking out all the bits he's going to grab. He's growing, it's fine. Worked at a distro centre which made and delivered to grocery stores, and they produced en masse. And sacks of ingredients would make a dozen at a time or so we had dozens of extras every day, which would go in the bin, which we were allowed to just take home. Yes, what's for dinner tonight, darling? I brought a bag. Yeah, I don't know how it works if you work in somewhere like a McDonald's or what have you. Because I know they have a lot of wastage there. All their delivery trucks and stuff in the UK run on the recycled cooking oil they use. You can tell, because it still smells like somebody's cooking chips. Well, no, it's not gross. It's biodiesel, is what it is. Yeah, it smells like a chip fryer, the truck, which is actually slightly better than smelling like a diesel truck does. You're not supposed to still... Well, you can't smell any food per se, but your brain suggests to you that you can because you can smell cooking oil burning. It's a weird thing. You'll know if you're ever near a vehicle that is running on biodiesel. The exhaust smells like someone's big cooking. Just one of those things, I'm afraid. Yeah, big articulated lorry delivering stuff. They've moved locally, McDonald's. They opened a new restaurant. Two-story one instead of a single story at the other side of the big sort of retail park, they call them here. I don't know what you'd call it in America. Probably retail park. They just dump it in the streams. Well, yeah, that's what you get when you've got big oil lobbyists hiding behind the curtains pulling the strings. Unfortunately. But they got caught out this time, didn't they? In the news, they found out who was doing what. Do you know what all politicians should do? Should be like race drivers. You know, the race drivers have got, you know, sort of all the sponsors, sort of logos and stuff stitched onto the overalls. I think that's what they should do. I think it should be politicians have to put the names of companies that have donated and sponsored them, so to speak, all over their nice suits. And see who's actually controlling things. Not enough room on the suits, you're probably right, but there's like 5 companies own all the food chains in the world. Are owned by 5 companies, ultimately. You know, like one's owned by a bigger one, who's also owned by another one, who ultimately is owned by Nestle or Kellogg's, or, you know. My wife did her dissertation on that. I proofread it. It was a very interesting read, actually. She got a first, as you'd expect. But this was back in 99 or 2000, one of the two. And it was as big a problem as that then. I think she showed me the image someone had actually put together where you could see all the various brands you see on the shelf and assume are their own companies. And at one time they were, but through consolidation, they're all owned by 5 companies now. Yeah, where Taco Bell won the war, so now all restaurants are Taco Bell. It's basically is that, except that this time they all keep their branding and labels, and so there's sort of an illusion of choice, but basically you're buying food from the same 5 companies. Kind of scary. And the only way out of it, shop local. Go to local farm stores and stuff, yeah. Which ain't possible if you live somewhere urban, because there really aren't any. You've got to do some serious travelling. Found the image. Yeah, there we go. show you that when we get to the beast room. There we go. Yeah, Demolition Man actually was really well written. There you go. There they are. Those companies own all these other brands, so basically that collection of companies own everything and have enormous power over politicians, governments and countries. I mean, a ridiculous amount of power. But there we are. Procs, I know. Yeah, Demolition Man, that's the movie. But rather than, I mean, they parody it there. Pepsi Cola is on the list. Look again. PepsiCo is Pepsi. Hidden in plain, the co-hypocrisy hidden in plain sight. Yeah, just Google 5 companies that own everything, and you'll find that image and lots of articles about it. But essentially, it's completely true, it's completely accurate. Yeah, it's hard to read on the stream. There's so much information on it is the other thing. But yeah, if you Google that, you'll find the image, and yes, there it is. Keep saying it's not on the list. Pepsi might want to send you a check. Yeah, PepsiCo is the actual name of the company. It's such a big list because what they've done is use the font and branding colours, etc., that companies use for their products to make them stand out. Yeah, if you're in 160p, there's not a hope in hell you're going to read that. But yeah, Google it. It's one of the dark truths hidden in plain sight. Yes, I think we'll run. Number 9, we meet again. Is there a box? I don't think so, no. Normally it's the first thing they roll, but even if there is, I'm not bothered. I've got 7 more levels before I'd be able to use this anyway, so... On the Advi. I mean, on this tune I've got Awakened Bok. So, you know. If I was determined to get one, yeah, I would probably wait, roll on it, and then run my little altar, but there's always next weekend where he'd probably be somewhere closer to being able to put it on. Ooh, looks like Enzleric may get a shoulder plate of sabotage for the cheap. Yeah, Awakened apparently is the way to go for PvP because you get the... Oh my god. You get the complete heal. How the hell did I get to here? I was like mid-air and the lag bounced me all the way back up. Weird. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is definitely desirable loot. Takes a lot of farming, though, to get all the parts. I still need, I think, a... Oh, God. Yeah, still need the parts from Pyramid of Home in order to make the chest Awakened. I think it's the only bit I don't have. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's a regular chest, but I've got Awakened Burden, Awakened Helm, gloves, pants, and boots. So it's just that one bit. What's that one? Yeah. Sav, before you... I can't remember if... it becomes unique. No, they've removed the unique, so you're okay. It used to... yeah. I had a Ratter, all good. I used it to... Oh, right. Oh, I'm with you. Right. A rebuilt Perennium. Cool. Yeah, that could work out pretty well. Fixer might hit 220 while you're streaming. Yay! So you're watching in 160p and playing AO as well? Would you just have like AO on a laptop or something at work? I mean, it'll run on just about anything these days. I wouldn't take much of a port to make AO run on a phone. Yeah, I mean, AO when you're playing the game, essentially all it's doing is sending X, Y, Z coordinates to the game. And, you know, action, action, action. It's tiny, tiny packets of data compared to streaming whatever, you know. Right, I'm going to get some water as quickly as I can. Just a hotspot phone. Yeah, mine does the tethering thing as well. Not that I use it all that often, but yeah, it's definitely a thing. All the bodies in the dead game. Dead game. I have 6 accounts running right now. And the stream... Oh, you sort of... You multi-login, or do you use like a caster thing to... What are you doing? Like team missions and such? That's the quick way of doing them, I think. Yeah, well, I was stood still. Yeah. At 160p, you probably can't see it, but you've got PepsiCo, Nestle, Coca-Cola, Unilever, Danu, Mars, Mondelez, Associated British Foods, Kellogg's, and one I can't read myself. But they own all these other brands, so effectively these little group of firms here own everything. Well, that's it. I think 99% of people that use multi-boxing or multi-casting are just using it to do their own thing in an instance. So in iPande, who cares? In a team mission, who cares? Etc. Or, you know, maybe to get the DB quest done or something like that. You know, that's... You're not hurting anybody doing that. I think it's a bit off for people to use it to their advantage, you know, on celebratory world bosses, and then, you know, and using it in PvP essentially is cheating. I mean, it just is. Ethically, it's cheating, but, you know, people are going to do it, and they're going to defend it themselves to the hilt, because the psychology of somebody that does that is they will justify it to themselves in order to maintain a positive self-image. So, you know, as soon as you attack their behaviour, it's like a personal assault. They will just go ballistic and you can't reason with them. There's Harvard studies on the psychology of certain things like that, like how money changes people. You Kane West and all of that lot, you know, who are actually, you know, when they're dead and gone, they won't be remembered like Jimi Hendrix, Stevie Ray Vaughan, and, you know, people like that. They won't be remembered like that. The music will not be rediscovered. Because it's just corporate garbage. But they have to, in their own mind, convince themselves that somehow they deserve all the money and praise and adulation they get, rather than feel bad about themselves. It's human nature. It's not even an illness, it's just that's human nature. Jesus alone, he thinks he's Jesus, does he? Yeah. But this year, in 10 years' time, he'd just be remembered for comic value. Quite literally. I mean, in Britain, people think he's a joke. He turned up, he did Glastonbury, which is this huge music festival in here. It's like Woodstock every year, but in the UK. And he tried to sing a Queen song, which is brave for any singer. Someone like him who can't actually sing. He did like 2 lines and it was so much cringe. The Tinker has 448 items. Ooh, any minute now, Tinker's gonna show up. We've probably got about 15 to 20 minutes before a spawn then, I would say. Based on past experience of that thing showing up. Yeah, I think we hit the first spawn, I think. Got in and killed the new bosses. Excuse me. Which is kind of cool. I'm looking forward to the aliens attacking again. That'll be cool. They may be attacking in new places as well. Bum bum bum. Like, on the Ent was a good spot because it's not normally that full in there, so yeah. You do need so much alien XP, and it's not a perfect solution, but it is a solution to the problem. I've said all along, make LE missions pay out AI dailies worth of reward in alien XP at the end, rather like Inferno missions do. It would solve the problem. You know, suddenly people would have a reliable, dependable source of alien XP, and it wouldn't be an issue anymore. We has new callers. I will update my list like so. Target is not in a fight. Plus it's rather humorous watching your toon get magically targeted by all the aliens. Oh god, yes. Well, LE missions do have an effect on the game, in that that's where you farm type bios from, because the bosses there drop it for upgrading alien weapons and OFAB armor. But you only get mob XP for killing things in them. Add in a mission reward at the end, and there'll be biomaterial to the gills on GMI, and a lot of people hitting AI 30. There's like a mini boss at the end. To pull the mission, you talk to the unicorn guy in the alien playfield place. I'll show you afterwards, actually. Yeah, the interiors are really cool. They got everything right with the LE missions except adding an alien XP reward to the end. Even if it were half a daily mission reward, it would still end up being filled with people. And the interiors do look very cool, yeah. The bosses are kind of hard, though. I used to farm them on the Fixer and Shade just for the bios, so I could sell the bios on GMI. But you get all the new alien-type models in there as well that you don't sort of see unless it's the AI event or similar. You don't see them in the regular alien dailies when it sends you to a ship or similar. Yeah, they are. They're very cool. I mean, I've always liked alien missions there, but you get little items you can click on for VP, but I mean, it's tiny amounts. It's like 2 or 3 points per item. But trying to farm 30k from there would take a long time. show you exactly where the guy is, but you do have to be in a team to pull the mission from him. And then you run to the same location every time. And then it's rather like a regular team mission on Rubicar or Inferno, etc., where you get the portal between floors. I'm not sure I ever made a video about them. They're listed on Anarchy Online Universe. There's a guide to them there and the bosses that you get. Some of the bosses are damned hard to solo. Some are quite easy. So it does vary a little bit. It's always nice to get a little bit of variation. Yeah, it's like a unicorn recruiter guy stood in the middle of the alien place with like a white unicorn uniform on, and talked to him. I think he's called the unicorn recruiter, I think. But it's not really worth it for alien XP. That's the problem. Yeah, you can very slowly get VP, but it's about as slow as farming miners. Except with better spawns. Because there's a lot more of them. You've got them all to yourself. You're not fearful of being ganked. Actually, I think it's a little better for VP than miners are. But it's not really a viable way of getting it. Much better off doing Battle Station, Tara, even Tower Tag will get you more VP. Ends lyric. Be back later, back to work. Oh, right, okay. No rest for the wicked, apparently. Big Meanie, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Yes, I've stopped doing the posh accent now. Tower tag VP. Yeah, literally find a base and just, if it's got all the right towers there, tab, tab, tab. Oh, somebody's trying to enter iPande, and we're not in iPande, we are in a real Pande. Have you picked up a doji yet, Savik? Have you been checking the corpses? Did it on the last raid. Yeah, if you handed it in straight away, you can run back and get the next one for the next day. I've done that before. Yeah. Stuck in the doorway again. Always seem to get that. Unless I'm sort of doing it solo. When it's a bit clearer to see exactly where I am and I've got higher frame rate. Or not. As the case may be. Yeah, it's good because you just go to the, you get your Inferno Doja, and then just do both. I found a special Doja in Pandemonium. I found another Doja in somewhere else. That's the way to do it. That's how you max your XP gains. It's all there. Don't jinx it. Yes, all the Zods are up. Don't jinx it. Yep. Taurus is junk, free for all, move to the next Zod. This is how we roll. These mobs with their giant swords. Yeah, we brought our own giant swords. Big meanie, 474 gifts on the Tinker. There's only a few days left now, guys. There's like 3 days left of the celebrations. I think they run on the last day, so they'll be running on the 14th. So you should be okay getting them. A bit of luck. Sav waving a Doja at me. I saw in team loot messages. You see what the whole raid is looting. Capricorn's Guide to Alchemy. That's the trade skill HUD, isn't it? Yeah. The memory's a little more use. Nano resist on it, etc. Still, if you're a trade skiller, it's a useful HUD item. Oh, the bidding on it. The bidding war has started. And again, 32 points in at the end. Bit of tactical bidding going on there, I think. Yeah, so it looks like Desert Rider's going to be along pretty soon. For those wanting to know and get there and get their goodies. Oh, there you go, the rider has just spawned, everyone, so if you're wanting to dash off and follow him the 30-40 yards across the desert and then watch him get ripped to pieces in seconds. Mob must feel like he's dropped into a tank full of bloody piranha. Oh dear, I seem to be at the front. Please stop spawning the rider while the Omnis are exploiting towers down, that would be nice. Probably the Omnis that are spawning in them. Oh, not caring about PvP. It's nice. It's restful. You can get on and enjoy the game. Larry's slightly late by like a full week. I don't know, I wasn't on last week. Yeah, I don't put towers up unless somebody in Storm says, "We got a base, go put towers up." And I go, "Oh, okay then." And I go put some up, knowing that I just put turrets up. Just don't care. I mean, I take pride in laying them out neatly and everything, but other than that. Because that's actually quite skillful, getting them all laid out nice and neat, especially on, if you get that one base inside the cyborg area in PW, you've got to be so careful where you place in there. I mean, it's tiny anyway, but... Kill the ads that have run in from nowhere. Everyone seems to want the new railgun from the Tinker instance. Oh, the one that Savik's got. Yeah, apparently it's slightly higher damage than an Envy, so now it's the meta. Plus it's got aim shot on it. Yeah, I got one. I can't remember what tune I got it on. It wasn't my fixer. Or my soldier. You know, probably the only two that would ever use it. Oh, the railgun and gamma repeater are different weapons. Ah, right. So which one's the railgun then? TGE railgun does less damage than an Envy. It's more like an upgraded one-hander. Ah, right. Yeah, I've got a crap-hander on the on my big fixer for when he needs it, which isn't that often. I saw 1 grace min, 3 grace buyout for it the other day. Jesus. Thing is, once the event is over, there's no getting it again, is there? Till the next birthday. So, yep, definitely goods of ostentation there. You got lucky and looted it yourself, yeah. Before people realise that it had any value. Oh, you just did the instance a bunch of times, yeah. I guess there's going to be more of them than that then. There usually is. There's usually a few that get by. We'll be okay. We'll get through this, everyone. Yes, we will. Good old Pandemonium. The Senior Subjugator. Somehow sounds like he works in a den of sin. You know, with sort of leather and chains and bits of rope and things. What was it on? It was on that third rock from the sun, wasn't it? They were joking about it. He ends up in a gay bar, not knowing he's in a gay bar or what gay even means. And he's telling the other guys there, "Oh, I could make a man out of you. They call me the captain." It's just such a brilliant sequence, like episode that they did. Really good. Third Rock from the Sun. John Lithgow, who is just a wonderful actor. Yeah, him in it. I think there's probably clips of it on YouTube and that. It is really funny because he's got no idea. Or his character has no idea. I'm pretty sure John Lithgow's got a very good idea of what the writers were trying to achieve there. Yeah, they end up doing some sort of synchronized dancing thing. Like as it's like two other stories going on at the same time. It cuts back and he's They're all doing some sort of dance thing. It's really funny. I liked Third Rock from the Sun. That was quite a good show. It has aged better than other shows of that time. Yes, with my bio perk, chain cast bio rejuvenation, just like generally heal the entire raid. Or naughty accountant. Yes, this is it. You're getting the idea. Poof. And Beast Room, we meet again. Jump, procs, do your favourite emote for luck. Yeah. There you go. Disco. Looks like I'm trying to kill a swarm of bees with this weapon. Let's do this. Kill. Oh damn, riot control's nearly run out. Yeah, just don't ever do that to, you know, the Enforcer or somebody like that. We got to reflect. And she doesn't have a lot of NCU, yeah, usually, because an Enforcer is usually running cost and a recompiler as well. So they do lose a little bit of NCU that way. Because you all did it to me when I logged my Enforcer to do the Informant, and I couldn't bloody Mongo. We only have one dock, and they're saying, I'm not moving this time. Yeah, run to the dock if you need healing. Kill the pink! No! Pink, no! Oh, come on, Tab, you failed. Tab fails hard. Tab will target the monster or player nearest to you. No, it bloody doesn't. It never has. It will target the one nearest to you if you press it a sufficient number of times. I want to see a raid that can just out DPS the pinks. I've been in smaller raids and they've really struggled. Once you get past the two spawns rather. Swarms? Still thinking about bees. Yeah, once you pass the two spawns, you don't get any more, so even if the beast goes back to full health, you get him to yourself again, so you can eventually kill him. But without ground theft, he will nuke and hit you with reflex, so it is tough. Beast go boom. There we go. Don't require anything. Right, now then, Daylight's wanted to know about the LE mission dude. I will show you where he is. You need to go to the alien staging area first. Unfortunately, there's a burden and I can't run in there with the little adv because it's real Pande and there'll be no way of getting there. Because all the portals will have dematerialized. I went to 360p for you to show me. Okay, I'll try and be quick. Ruemph is like, you're not outrunning me. Okay, so the normal route you would take to go and do an alien mission over here, and you talk to this guy, Unicorn Recruiter, I think. I want to visit an alien mothership. As long as you're in a team, you get take it easy, we can handle our business, or I want the missions, the unicorns are too chicken to take. Medium is good enough for bios. So you grab one of those. Say goodbye. And then this is actually the mission entrance over here. Now you're inside one of the ships. What did it go for? 1001. There you go, and you get high level mobs like this one. I'm going to put this HUD in and you get rooms like this which are really cool and interesting. Usually there's a terminal, there you go, to go further into the ship. Never been on one of these? On the mothership. They're pretty cool. So yeah, you go up rather than go down. Yeah, they are. They're very cool. So that's where you get LE missions for. And I think if only they added a daily mission reward for them that you get from a regular daily, people would do them all the time and there wouldn't be a problem for gaining alien XP effectively. I mean, there's no problem in gaining XP anymore. We've still got the mission music. Excuse me. Could you... Anytime now. Thank you. There you go. Yeah, one little code tweak and boom all. That's it. It's all it would take is just add a daily alien XP reward to the end of that mission, and then there you are. You're killing aliens, so you're getting mob XP. And, you know, then at the end you kill the boss like you do in all the other instanced missions, and voila, XP reward. But alien XP. So kind of cool. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with the round ball. Is it on yet? It's today, isn't it? Or is it finished? No, it's not even... They haven't even started yet. Okay. Billionaire Branson rockets to the edge of space. Could he bloody well stay there? I'm a tax exile. No, you just don't want to pay any taxes. There's a difference. Yeah, everyone's rolling on what's it now, which is all well and good. I need a caffeine intake, so I'm going to go off and make a nice mug of tea, I think. Did anyone want to get Dio done while we're waiting for this? Yeah, they're all in a contest to see who can be the most... Oh, Richard Branson is one of the absolute worst. He tried to win a contract for the NHS, didn't get it, and then sued the NHS for not giving him the contract. That's how much of an arsehole he is. He's a colossal arse. He really, really is. He's a disgusting human being. Right, I am... intermissioning. Enjoy the buble, not buble. Enjoy the baboons, and I will be right back. And I have returned. This intermission is brought to you by the Laughing Golf Food and Chemical Corporation. LGF&C were headquartered in Last Ditch, so we laugh, otherwise we'd be crying. Zinzig, welcome to the stream. You must have got on just as I was going. Yeah, I've no idea with the round ball this evening. It's not... I don't follow sports much at all. Does it say when it starts? You know, useful information like that, no. The unicorn boss walked past me and it was completely in time with the music. Oh, did you clip it? Should do a clip. I think they're still rolling on What's It, I think. $5,960 points will not suffice, I believe. I don't think that's going to be enough. Aim shot, burst and SMG will only sell for an amazing offer. God, Make those corpses 2 minutes. That'll fix that problem. Because you won't get someone going 10 graces for it, you know, whatever. Greed. Yes, there's so much of it. So what's been going on while I've been away? Anything interesting or just more of the same? Everyone waiting for me to come back and be posh at you. Emails, anything good? I'm checking my email while I'm waiting for Hodor to start. And don't pretend you lot don't do it, because I know you do. This is why I'm making my own PVM team, because I won't pay those prices. I don't blame you. I joined while you were away, so there's that. Oh, don't worry about it. Glad to have you here. Can hear people streets away screaming at top of their lungs something England or something. It's about the only word I can make out. Yeah, very interesting piece here by a guy you should check out at some point, called How Wealth Changes People According to Science. It's by a guy who's got a YouTube channel called George Rockall Schmidt. British chap. He's very interested, actually. He does put together some pretty interesting stuff, and he's quite entertaining in the way he tells it without being gregarious, you know. Hey guys, thanks for coming along to the channel. While you're here, do the jibby thing and yada. He does absolutely none of it at all. Hellgear, oh yes. Hellgear, I mean Kalos. Oh, well, hey there. Welcome to the stream. We're at a bit of a low point while we're just waiting for Hodor to start, which will start in about 30 minutes-ish. The official start time or what have you. Probably enough time for me to cook some pasta and have dinner with everyone. Except they've already had theirs. Yes, Hodor. It's a raid group alliance thing. We're about to do Sector 42. But that's at least 30 minutes away for now. So this will be the sort of quiet time in between, really. So what are you using now then, Sav? You've got the... So you've got that new gamma repeater and what, a ratter? Oh no, an envy. Yeah. Cool. Aim of Libera. The railgun for PvP. That's cool. I'm going to check on the AO Discord, see if anything interesting gone on there. Some people arguing about today. Some discussion about Odin's missing eye. Yes, it still drops. Yes, agents can use it. And that's about it. Yep, not a lot of anything going on there. No drama. Incredible Bob, I rolled OME just last week. Yeah, that's what I thought. It is definitely around. I got it on my agent, and then I got it on my MP, in that order. Because obviously I had the agent before the MP. Agent's quite fun, actually. You do PvP, Sav. Do you even PvP, bro? I mean, you PvP in Battle Station, but that's, you know, Team Red, Team Blue. It's more of a sport, really, on Battle Stations. You know, quite often you're fighting against your friends and laughing about it. Which I think was the general idea before everybody got so wrapped round the axle about it all. To the point then, you know, toxic elements start cheating and it just all goes to crap. Yeah, well then it's like, when PvP drama starts, I always feel like, what's the meme where the guys come back with the pizza and, like, the place is on fire and everyone's rolling around on the floor in a bloody wrestling fight? I can't remember, but that's exactly what it's like. Yeah, BS is much better. We can do West with no problem with what we have. The issue is whether or not Alliance has enough people with viable cause for two sides. Alright. It may not be a Sector 42 then, I don't know. It's a little bit up in the air at the moment. Lotus Petal 392 redeemed hydrate for 100. Well, it'll have to be a sip, because it's a scalding hot cup of tea. There you go. I'm now checking what's trending on Twitter. I'm curious. Would you all like to play? There you go. Explore. Trending. What's trending for me? Football. Wimbledon. Someone I've never heard of. Something in foreign. Somebody I've never heard of. Football, 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 football. More football. Football, football, football. Football. Stuff in languages I can't read. News. He's smug bugger. I hate him. Honestly, he's a horrible human being. Bobo. No, not clicking that. Brexit Britain, that's constant. Oh, Farage. God, I hate. He's another one. Can't stand the sight of him. Fauci, what? What's he done? Or what hasn't he done? Or what are they blaming him for? Oh, people cheering against vaccines. Oh, Jesus. You're probably a big Dyson fan. Oh, the vacuum cleaner guy. Oh, yeah. He was all for Brexit because he didn't want to have to declare his Cayman Island accounts he doesn't pay tax on. And then the minute Brexit happened, buggered off with his company to another country. It's not even politics, it's just decency, and they don't possess any. Savik is doing a thing. We'll go first person. That's quite a good shot. As I go down the ramp. It's like mini-me. Oh god, don't do that again. It is, isn't it? It's like mini-me. There's Savik and then mini Savik. I think that's the same head. Yes, it's a mini-me. You can't strafe when you're crawling, have you noticed? Let's see how many people we can get swimming. Or crawling or whatever. Like, who's AFK and who's joining in? This short poke going, what the fluffing hell are they doing? I like how you can read the weapon, yeah. I've found a Spirit Tech Geyser. No one's joining in, Sav. They've all gone off to make a sandwich or what have you. Or they're just not going to lower themselves, literally. Yeah, they're probably AFK waiting. I'm going to scan. No hidden objects found. You don't get the circle on here. Can technically do one side's boss, leave 2-3 people to kill the tower, then go to the other side. Yeah. Suicide Squad. You stay here and kill the tower and then get annihilated when the boss shows up. Don't you have the stop script from the GSP dancers? Yeah, that'd be a bit more of a thing, wouldn't it? Yeah. Yes, and for anyone new coming in, next week, there you go, you have it from Space Quest themselves. Attention citizens, our defense grid is weakening. It may only last till next week. In other words, aliens! Next Saturday. They're back. More tea. He said, slurping his tea like a complete and utter heathen. I do get recommended some interesting videos on YouTube these days. What happens if Yellowstone blows up? Mini ice age. Probably. From what I understand of it. If the caldera ever does explode, dear me, it ain't gonna be good. We all die in a ball of fire and ash. I think pretty much. It would have a catastrophic global effect. I know that much. It seems to be a bit of both, Rello. Like Alliance and... I think people are maybe like, oh, it's the last weekend of the celebrations. Let's make sure we get, you know, this, that and the other. So over the celebrations it's been noticeably quieter, but you know, that makes complete and utter sense. Bad thing is, RFA has to wait until you are done. They do? Could they do it on a different day? Or is Sunday the best day to do it? I genuinely don't know. I want to buy the proper Rode foam cover for my microphone. Friday and Sunday. I want to get that boom arm as well, but only the Rode one is really good, and that's expensive. I might bite the bullet and buy it. If you're wondering what the hell I'm talking about, just some bits and pieces. I'm thinking I wouldn't mind these. That windshield that goes on the end of my microphone and the proper swivel arm for it. I watched some reviews on the cheaper ones, and these are not cheap, 70 odd quid, but they are really, really good. At the moment I use a standard boom microphone stand that I used to use in bands and stuff, you know. That's not too expensive though. But that would mean I could have the mic closer and you'd hear less background noise. Not that you hear much anyway. I think that's more of a nice to have than anything else. But I really would like that, but oof, dear do. Oh, that was the cable I bought. And that fixed the problem. It was cheap though. Yeah, when you look at this, someone did a review with, this is the proper Rode one. Someone tried that out versus, I already have that, and the Procaster, I think it's in the picture with, yeah. So I've already got, that's what I'm talking into right now, and that frame it's in there, the shot mount. Somebody did a test of like these cheaper InnoGear ones, and all of them collapsed as soon as they put a reasonably weighty microphone on them. So I was like, do I? Don't I? You know. I might. I don't know. I might bite the bullet and get it one day. I was glad I did when I got the microphone to begin with, I know that. That was somebody donating, in fact, because I kept thinking to myself, I really want to get that mic. It's every person I've heard using it sounds better on it than they do on the really expensive SM7B, which people swear by because it's like, it's just become this industry standard thing, but it's so expensive for what it is. I'm not saying it's not a good microphone, because it is, but it's probably better for singing and miking guitar cabs than it is for, you know, talking into. But you know, people hear it and go, yeah, that's a mic. Thing is, it's going invariably, it's going through like a DX286 compressor and limiter with EQ and noise gate and everything else on it, and that's why it sounds so radio. It's all the outboard gear it's going through, because it needs so much gain to drive it, whereas I just use an old analog mixer I've got to plug my microphone into, and then take the line out from that directly into the M-Track audio. Problem solved for me, anyway. But yeah, and I was like 50-50 on buying it, and then someone, like, before I even did Twitch or anything, I was like purely doing YouTube, and someone just randomly sent a donation. I was like, well, thanks. I thought, right, I'll put the rest towards it, and that's it, getting that mic. What else can we look at while we're waiting for Hodor to start? No, it will be 15 minutes at the earliest before we start. What's on Netflix these days? How to Become a Tyrant.
If you want to rule, you first have to believe that you can.
Stop. Before I get copyrighted. DS9, might watch that. I don't know. I've been watching that, Lilyhammer, that's okay. It's not really a binge watch though. Leon Nagul, if Hodor can't start earlier, they better cancel. You mean start at the time they've always started? If you need it to change now, do you, to suit you? Or what? What do you mean? How I Became a Superhero isn't bad. Oh, I might check that out. Yeah, I saw that. No, it was meant to start in 15 minutes. Leon Nagul. They use UTC. Come here. Right. Have you got your time zones a bit mixed up, maybe? Sunday. Hodor. 1900 UTC. 15 minutes, well, 10 minutes from now. Have you got mixed up with time zones? It is still 1800 UTC. The time down here, my friend, is BST. I'm in the UK, so I'm on BST, which is +1 at the moment. Yeah, in winter it's an hour earlier. We got mixed up on time zones. Yeah, Hodor doesn't correct for daylight savings. They've just stuck to that. But UTC doesn't change. See there? Raid's running. Sector 42 West at 1900 UTC. Universal time clock is always the same time. I'm at BST. Savik, what are you on? You're on Europe... what is it? CEST or something? Yeah, Central Eastern Standard Time. I don't even know what it stands for. No, it's not 1900 UTC. No, it isn't. Just Google it. That's twice you've asked. Right. UTC. What time zone is UTC? There you go. God, that link's long enough. If you type into Google search UTC space now, you'll get that. So Google said, no, UTC tells Google what time it is. UTC is UTC. That's how they run the sat nav system, NASA work, submarines, shipping, energy stations, hospitals. Everything that relies on accurate time runs from UTC clock central. Otherwise planes crash in the skies and yada yada, you know, so UTC is always UTC. That's the point of having UTC. Okay, so 1800 hours is not 18... Oh, Jesus. Sorry. Oh, God. Right, Shift F9. It's never started at 1800 UTC. Not ever. It's always started at 1900. It's just that you've assumed that if it's 1800 where you are, it's 1800, and it's not. If you want to know the time, UTC, do you know what you do? You press F9, and it will tell you the time. There. Yeah? Anywhere in game. Yeah, so you here. We press F9. And there you go. Tells you what day of the week it is. And the time in UTC. Then your timestamps are whatever your local time is. Yeah, it's never started at 1800 hours UTC. Universal time code is that. It doesn't change for any season or any year or any of that. It's always exactly its own thing. And it's what they base all of the clocks on. That's why they use it, I guess. Now, for some people, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. For some people, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But UTC is always the exact time that it says it is. Yeah, GMT, but Britain, like my system clock and the UK has added an hour ahead onto UTC. GMT is the same, yeah. But we go back to UTC in the winter. I think UTC was originally based on GMT, which was the first sort of standardised time used for shipping, etc. You know, Greenwich is not always in the same time zone as Greenwich Mean Time, which is confusing. But yeah, it's just where it lands with longitude on the globe. 0 is where it starts, so that's where the time starts. And UTC is GMT but never changes, whereas Greenwich time does change because it's Britain, and for whatever reason we use daylight savings, even though we don't really need it anymore. Probably haven't needed it for 40 years, but they still use it. Yeah, daylight saving. Do you know what they need to do? Abolish time zones. Just put everyone's at the same time. Yeah. So let's say everybody is always on that, but they go, it was for the oil crisis in the 70s. No, it wasn't. Jesus Christ. Daylight savings was pre-industrial everything. No, it wasn't, Nagol. It was for farming. It was pre-industrial daylight savings. It was nothing to do with oil in the 70s. Jesus. It was the oil in the 70s. Oh, God, mate. Where are you getting this from? Are you trolling? You're trolling, aren't you? You're trolling. Let's have a look. When did daylight savings start? No, not this year. Okay, what about in history? 1918. Yeah, I wonder what they teach in there. When did daylight savings in the UK? Let's have a look in the UK. 1972. We had it before then. 1908. God almighty. The 70s. I don't think oil was going to make any difference. Yeah, and then, so 19th century. But they were changing the clocks to local time years before that. The thing is now, in an industrialised country with street lighting and everything else, we don't need daylight savings anymore. No, I'm not mocking someone for insisting for not knowing something. I'm laughing because I'm pretty sure the guy's trolling. That's why I'm laughing. It makes them more slippy and lubricant. That's what it does. Oil makes the day shorter. Okay. Oh dear. Yeah, daylight savings is daft. It's unneeded. The answer, though, is surprisingly simple. Get rid of time zones. So the time is always the same wherever you are. What you're doing at that time can be completely different. So in Australia, it's going to be completely different than it is in Norway, let's say. But it's still going to be the same time. So when you're going somewhere and it says the flight arrives at this time, then it's always going to arrive at that time, you know, weather permitting, etc., or what have you. So it would make world travel a damn sight less troublesome. Oh dear. Just knowing, yes, but we've just shown you you're wrong. I don't give a toss what it says on Wikipedia. Right, read what you've actually done. The important word here, the important word, sir, the important word is that one. Reintroduced. What does that mean? It means that it was done, what? Previously. Not the first time, it was reintroduced. Not introduced, reintroduced. It means it was there before. Yes? He's trolling. He's trolling. Dear me. Google when it was first introduced and don't go to Wikipedia. You want to get the answer to something, you want to learn something, do you know where you want to go? A library. As Frank Zappa famously said, if you want to get laid, go to college. If you want an education, go to a library. Wikipedia, written and edited by anyone that wants to. Yeah, I know teachers in real life, and they can spot students that have copy and pasted Wikipedia stuff into assignments and that, and it's comical how bad it is. I mean, it even reads like Wikipedia, it's all fluffed out. Because of the oil crisis, citation needed. Do you know what citation needed means? We have no evidence. We can't reference our claim. We have no evidence for it. Oh, God. I don't know. It's not your fault. If that's what you've been taught, it's not your fault you've been taught that, but whoever taught you that needs a slap round the head. They used to change the clocks in villages locally and have local time in various places in the UK for farming. But nowadays, farmers are going out on massive combine harvester type machines and what have you with floodlighting. So they have no problem with what time of day or night it actually is or how light it is. But I tell you, the companies make money out of it. Yeah, plus, rumour has it livestock can't tell the time. No. They know when it gets light, but that's about it. Do they care? No. Why don't cows eat grass at night? Because they can't see it. You put floodlights in a field, they'll eat. So now it is 3 minutes past 1900 UTC. So now we're running late, but that's, you know, we're ready to go. I think it's Alliance, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, lots of countries have had daylight savings, some of them for over 100 years, so yeah, there you go. You've got to remember, I lived through the 70s, I'm old. So when people start telling me things that happened, or things that, or whatever, it's like, I can't help grinning, because I'm like, yeah, I was there. And I read articles about stuff from supposedly that's accurate on Wikipedia and places like that, about stuff that happened in the 80s and 90s, and I'm like, no, it didn't. I could go to Wikipedia now and just start editing articles and changing dates. It could be days before anybody noticed and corrected it. Yeah, go to a library if you want to research anything. Don't trust Wikipedia and things like that. I think the Flat Earth Society have got a Wikipedia page full of facts. Or didn't they get? I think they got banned in the end or something. There was another group that was trying to edit things as well, and they all got banned. But they genuinely believed what they were saying, but yeah, they got banned off it as well. Yeah, it needs 3. You've got 3 bosses to take down, and then towers to synchronise on. They've all got to be taken down within a few seconds of each other. The stars are projected onto the sky. I'm kind of curious now. Let's have a look. Oh. Groups banned from Wikipedia. Censorship of Wikipedia has occurred in many countries. China, France, Germany. Currently blocked in China. Oh, I can't remember the name. It'd be hard to find it now. There you go. Daily Mail banned. After extended process, Wikipedia editing communities decided the Daily Mail was generally unreliable source that should not be used. It's a national newspaper. It's Murdoch's mouthpiece, though. So they got banned from Wikipedia because they were going in and changing, facts and figures and stuff to try and paint a picture that they like. Oh dear. I mean, I think the people that host and do Wikipedia genuinely do want it, to be a useful, factual site. But the truth is that it's mob rule. So you get a lot of disinformation and misinformation there. It's unfortunate, but yeah, you can't trust it or cite it as a source. The only articles you can vaguely trust are the ones with citations in them. It's like handing in a paper. Like if you want to become a doctor at, PhD, you've got to defend your theories and stuff like that. So you have to give citation on all the things that are in it. you know, that are so far thus proven, etc. So it's the same thing with anything. It's data core time. We're rolling. And 8 minutes past due, but hey. We got there in the end. I'd like permission. Here you are. Here's my data core, sir. Goodbye. Have I got the bath? I've got the bath. Time to drop down. Proc reminder. Right, yes. Click to join. I'm pretty sure I am joined. You're already in the raid. List of callers. Go again with that, seeing as it's changed up a little. One too many. I should put that away. It did. Yeah, didn't they make a movie about Yellowstone? Random thought of the day. But like a, you know, a like Day After Tomorrow type movie. I think it was a TV movie on the Sci-Fi Channel, but it was pretty scary. I'm in 2 wars and in 4 peacekeeping operations, and I read things all the time that never happened or can't find on info on things I saw with my own 2 eyes. Exactly. And thank you for your service, Daylights. A man whom is spending his 3 days off going up a mountain for fun. Don't know you're born us lot, do we? What are you doing the weekend? Netflix, pizza. Daylight. Mountain. We don't know we're born. Yeah, what am I doing? AO, pizza, and yeah. Hensel Eric shouts, Zerg! Stay with the pack. Yeah, don't get left behind. Yeah, we're all gamers. I'm just like Daylight's idea of a relaxing weekend is actually mine, but yeah, just going up to a cabin in the mountains for the weekend and just time out, you know. Not that bad an idea. I used to love camping when I was younger. We are west. Yeah, I do too much pizza and gaming. Food you don't even need cutlery for. I don't know, possibly. Yeah, it was just being away from city lights and, you know, looking up and seeing a few thousand stars instead of a few hundred. Always loved it. That sort of aspect of camping. And then waking up with the birds and the sun. Seeing the dawn. Cooking on a fire. Yeah. It appeals to me, I'll say that. Oh, it's not for everyone, I guess, but definitely something I've always liked doing. No internet shutters. I don't know, it's not wise to go alone with no contact to the outside world. That's risky. I'm assuming, yeah. Favourite drone and camera. Oh, nice. Have you got like a DSLR or something, or mirrorless? Still got an old Canon DSLR. And a bunch of really expensive glass for it. As you do. How much was the camera? Oh, the camera was cheap. Well, how much was that lens? More than the camera. I hobbied around with it for a while. I got quite good. Mirrorless, yeah. They're brilliant now, though. In the last 10 years, the technology and whatnot is so far ahead. I've got it's not the L lens, it's the 1.4 50mm, one of my favourite lenses ever, that. Like at 1.4 it's like bokeh. Bokeh is just nuts on it. But your plane is so shallow, you know, it's real easy to miss focus. It was the first thing I started spending money at when I quit with the band and stuff. People go, why would you quit? 6 years of the same thing, that's right. And what you don't realise is, you know, I'd be in work 7 AM. Oh, good God, that's a long link. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, my lenses will go straight on that. Yeah. I've got a much older version of it. It's the 600D. But yeah, I've got some pretty nice shots with it. What did I miss? Did something just hit AI 30 and I missed it? Looking at cameras. Yeah, the 1.4 50mm from Canon is that is a real nice lens. That. Yes, ding AI 30, and I missed it. That'll be long gone in all the spam. Apotheosis 10, here we come, Sav. But yeah, grats on AI 30. There we go. ICC planet-wide announcement has been awarded the highest honorary rank for outstanding dedication to the defense of Rubicon. I still can't pronounce that toon's name. You did tell me how to say it once, but I can't remember now. 30 more FA is always welcome. Oh yes. Apotheosis 10. Get it done. This is the evening Sav stays up late just to finish Apotheosis. Always be saying Britain. Apotheosis. Always reminds me, and I've referenced this before, but it always reminds me of the Harry Potter movie. When she says it's Laviosa. It's like, it's not apotheosis, it's apotheosis. It just makes me think of that every time. I was in Arid Rift earlier to get close, but I wanted to ding with Hodor. Yay for Hodor. Good going then, Sav, because we've had like, what, 2 weeks or so without the good old Space Quest booster. Mind you, you got a few in earlier on, didn't you? DJI FPV drone. Oh, nice. Is that one where you can put on, like, there's one, what's the one you get like VR goggles or something and you can fly it and you do see in 3D up to a certain range. That must be pretty epic. Yeah, that sounds pretty fun, my friend. Put your stuff on YouTube and such so we can see it after. Yeah, I saw. Do you watch? There used to be on one YouTube channel in Hong Kong before the communist China's been taking it over. Kai, the guy's name is. He's actually British. Or British Chinese, whatever you want to say, but yeah. He does all his presentations like he's like Clarkson. But he is a very good photographer. But he's got his own channel now, but he went out and tested it. And he was saying it's as close to, being a bird as you'll ever get, stand here and give you my buffs. How long have I got on this thing? How does it modify run speed? -2k. That's why we're not getting anywhere in a hurry. Oh, there you go, it's just gone. Yeah, mine is... Oh, when did I get it? Like 2012, I think I bought it. Still works, still great. Got the double battery pack for it. Got the... Well, I got the kit lens, which actually isn't bad. I've got a Sigma super wide, which is just awesome for certain things. Ton more skill than a normal drone. From what I saw in Kai's review, let me just Google that while I'm stood here not doing much. Yeah, whatevs. Kai Cat, there he is. Kai W. He used to be on another channel, but he started up his own channel like a couple of years back. But he did a review on it. But yeah, if you're into photography, he's really good. He's passionate about his photography, to say the least. I think it's in there somewhere on his channel. But yeah, he's really good. Ooh. Meanwhile... Concentrate on the raid, young man. And here you go splat. The Reapers are hard. What level are they? 255s. Yeah, flying POV is a bit harder than people realise. Try a flight sim in first person instead of seeing the outside of the craft. Same with driving sims, etc. Because you can see what's going on, but you can't actually feel the motion. Quite surprised I've not actually been cocooned yet. It usually gets me. But just now we seem to be surviving. AI Ding 25. Grats, my dude. Well, there's a lot of it here. Say like 250-ish mobs everywhere. You're gonna get yourself some alien XP. And congrats. 25 is quite an achievement, really. And now you just got to get the... Is it 24 or 25? Is the actual halfway point in total alien XP. Something nuts like that. Don't worry, next weekend the aliens are coming back. One last little spawn. You must die. Yeah, someone did the math and figured out that something ridiculous like 24 or 25 was actually halfway to AI-30. That is some curve. That is some curve it has. The aliens graciously gave us a 2-week break so we could celebrate. Yep. Can you imagine all the people in a given area making the server a little wobbly, and then you add in an alien raid on top? Would not go well. Could all go very horribly wrong. I've been flying the flag. I've got my thing up here. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, I'm being attacked by a patroller somewhere over there. Internal adjustment processing unit for 1 point. Those alien patrollers are pretty tough as well. Level 280, yeah. They're not mucking around. Super cheap belt. Oh, 1 point. Will he get it? Whoa, nice. You got it. Yeah, that was a very cheap belt. 1 point though. Crats, dude. Cheap loots, yes, kind of is. Cheap evening, yeah, you've done well tonight. What else did you get? You got that? You got... There was another thing, I'm sure. Not that I remember, but... I'm sure I saw you win other stuff. Didn't you win some beast gear as well? Does anyone know any dates that cheap? Oh dear. Deary me. Oh, you got the cuirass as well, yeah? Nice. Nice. I'm doing this. I should do the fight with the Guardian Blade. 50-ish, yeah, that is cheap for a shoulder. Half the amount of points Yumi has. Yumi has many points, apparently. So it's that time of the raid. I don't think I've got anywhere near enough points. Oh, God. 6k, that's not going to do it. I very much doubt that's going to get me anywhere near. But we'll see. You're still at number 1. You just not need anything anymore, Yumi Himi. Or have you just been there forever? One of the 3. Oh, somebody dinged. You feel the core of your being shift as the source makes room for a divine presence. T'Chulu has reached enlightenment. Congrats. Manticore is AFK. Not that we're standing around at all, but yes. Yeah, I've been here quite a while, don't really need anything. But it's a fun raid to do. You know. What else are you going to do with all them points? Any of my buffs need a bit of a refresh. Got an hour left on most of them. It's exciting. I mean, it's like one slip and it's all over in Sector 42, you know. Sinister Pistol of the Revoked. I could really do with that on fatty balls, really. 35 intelligence on a pistol is pretty useful. The DPS isn't awful for crack either. But that was the random box reward. If I took him, I'd get like 500 support beams or something before I'd get another one. I'd rather not stress myself out clamouring to get to each and every one on a given tune and try and get certain things. It's just, yeah, if I get something, nice. Otherwise, whatevs. Enjoyed the raid. Excuse me. Yeah, I got stuff on a few tunes, but wasn't going to bust my butt getting everything I would want. Yeah, it kind of... I mean, yeah, you could do that, but I mean... I was kind of the mind that was like, yeah, but nah, dog. Just, nah, not doing all that. Some weird bags of stuff on this tune for whatever reason. Oh yes, the wonderful Nitrogena. The wonderful reward that nobody actually wants. Ganymedes' personal jetpack. I'll probably never use. I might once or twice maybe. And then of course, Dawn of the Zan. Dusk of the Zan. You've got both, just can't use them. Not far off though. If I IPR'd, I could just about use both, I think. I think I've got enough IP here, there and everywhere. See, I've got none left to spend there, but I think I've got too much in other stuff that I don't need. Like, I don't think I need as much melee and knit as I've got. I don't think that's necessary. Probably don't need as much treatment as I've got. Or comp lit. And I've probably overspent in a few nano skills as well. So, all that recouped. And then maybe get rid of deflect, because deflect. I could probably do both at will. That'd be quite interesting to do. I think I'll have a melee energy day today. Zoom, zoom. Recursive scripts are a hell of a thing. I would imagine so, yes, definitely. All the yelling around the neighbourhood. Oh, is it round balling time? I'm more of an egg chaser, but... have they won then, or is it half time, or what is it? England hold narrow lead at Wembley. So what have they won? 38 minutes. No, it's 90 minutes a game, isn't it? So that's half time then. The only European sport I watch is cricket. The West Indies might disagree about it being European there. And certainly so would Australia, New Zealand, Africa, and all the other people that play it. I think it probably evolved. I don't know where cricket originally comes from. It's considered very British in Britain. As we were at the very beginning of the stream, it's considered entirely British. But obviously it's played in a lot more places. Okay, HodorRaid chat is just getting weirder and weirder. Tower keeper tagnet. I don't know. It has recall beacon remaining 56 minutes. Are we waiting for Alliance or? I think we're still waiting on Alliance. You did a bit of farming and got the full armour of the 8. Yeah, I've got the helmet on the dock. Quite liked it. I thought it was comical. But then realised, no, it's really, really creepy. It looks like a scary smiley face. Trivia quiz for everyone. Which famous celebrity... what famous celebrity's face mask is used by a horror character? Bear in mind it has been burned and things. But it was and still is a famous person's face mask. As in a mask of that famous person. It's from one of the slasher type movies. I had no idea that's who it was, whose face it was they'd used. But it's like, you know, a face that you would recognise and then just twist it ever so slightly and make it very creepy. Well, twist it slightly, I mean, you know, take a blowtorch to it. Lopnik redeemed sing mode for 25,000, you swine. Oh, I'm afraid I must attempt to sing in a tuneless way, because if you don't, then you will get copyright striked here and on YouTube, because everybody wants a piece of the pie, and it's not even the artists doing it. It's the people that gave them all the money to record their album that they're then in debt for forever. Which is why they don't make money anymore. And here comes the boss. Doing the ads. Oh, we're killing the ads. We're killing the ads. Whoa, Seeker. Someone in that cocoon survives that. Are we not meant to be killing those dudes? We are, and they have a massive hitbox as well, thank God. Or I wouldn't be able to lay a glove on them. Lopnik, good day, Cal. Lopnik laughing his arse off at my singing. Not that I blame you. I would laugh at me as well. And welcome to the stream. You've come in somewhat toward the end here. I have less fear of Seekers since we had the aliens invading Rubicar, and Nascents especially. It's slightly closer for Brawl. The Seekers, they're getting hard to see. You see the ones that are snared easily enough, but the sun's gone down in here, and they're grey with a murk grey background, so a little more difficult. Attacked by Seeker. I have seen that message many times. Usually in Nascents with a... Oh, yeah, but there's a lot of them. Yay. Well, we got him down. That was pretty textbook though, that kill, I've got to say. Been out in the garage cleaning up and throwing crap away. Good man. Declutter. It's healthy. Should do it more often. I haven't done it for way too long and I'm now drowning in it. Yeah, we've also got an attic full of it. And the trouble is Mrs. Callos 2's just as bad. For hanging on to things. Right, so I've now got 6,140. I very much doubt that's going to get the invasion plan. So clean! We refanced our house and are accepting that we'll be here for the foreseeable future. Alright, okay, dude. Cool beans. So if you're going to be there, yeah, do stuff. Well, bid all. Probably outbid already. Yep, outbid before I even finished typing the bid. Ooh, 9,892. My God. Way, way off. Will they break 10k? They have. I think they broke 10k before, haven't they? Someone bid more, I think, at some point. $9,892 points. Just under. Really? Wow. Grats. You're in the wrong chat window. Right, time to get out of here and time for me to go eat something nice. Yeah, I'm sure there's, if you look at the bid history... there's been a over 10k before now. How much did you... I have not got one on my keeper. I got one on the dock. Because it was more... Like, the keeper's already, you know, really solid, really quite well built. So my thinking was, well, I'll get one on the dock who really needs the help with damage and stuff. So it's the my dock that that's got the AC/DC, and the keeper's still wanting one. I'd say they could live without it, to be honest, but it'd be nice to have it. I mean, there's nothing better you could put in that slot. That's why everybody wants one, but yeah. Meep at will. Who am I in team with? Have we got a Meeper in team? I don't know. We've got a Doc and Enzleric, so yes. Two people who have Meepness nanos. There we go. Right, I'm going to leave. And also remember to leave. There you go. You were removed by Dot. You removed thyself. On the dock, I think it was, yeah, it was over 9,000. Like 9,400 and something. It's kind of nuts. Right, anybody else doing Anarchy Online? Let's have a look. Gut Boy TV. Don't know. What are they like? Let's have a quick look. Oh, got Bon Tempi music playing. You talking to anyone? Seems not. Never mind. Gopher is probably streaming at the moment. No, he's having a weekend off. Mr. Che is not. Or did I miss-see that? No, he's definitely not. Enjoy the mountain. Yes, indeed. I'll see you on Wednesday, Ron. We're hiking up the mountain Monday and Tuesday. Good man. Anybody? Anybody I've heard of? No? No Scott anywhere. No. Double checking in case he's doing something other than Anarchy. Okay, well, looks like we're leaving it again. Nobody we know. And the other guy just seems to be playing music rather than talking to people, so yes. Right, well, thank you all for coming along, and the fun, the game, the chat, and everything else. And I will see you all tomorrow for the next stream, which will probably involve Dio at some point. I don't know, because we've got a surprise Dio week this week for whatever reason, but I ain't complaining. All right, so thank you, everyone. I will see you tomorrow, and bye for now.